Good morning, viewers. Today we are going to discuss one of the most repeated concept in inverse trigonometric functions. Not only this one is in inverse trigonometric functions, in general functions also we can see this kind of questions. So what are those things? How to find the domain and the range of the given functions? See, here by observing this one, you have to find the range of f of x is equals to modulus of 3 tan inverse x minus cos inverse of 0 minus cos inverse of minus 1. You should be find the range of this one. First, what is the meaning of a range? Say, range is nothing but simple terminology is the output. So here that what is the least value and what is the highest value? Least value is the minimum value, highest value is the maximum value. So if you represent that least value means minimum value. So closed interval minimum value comma maximum value. So this one is nothing but range of the given function. So you have to find the first minimum and the maximum value. So please be understand very carefully what is that given function f of x is equals to modulus of 3 into tan inverse of x minus cos inverse of 0. For what inverse means angle. For what angle cos will be 0? 90 degrees. So this one is that minus pi by 2 minus for what angle the cos value will be minus 1, that is that pi. So here at a pi, at a 3 pi, at a 5 pi, at odd multiples of pi, at every angle the cos value will be minus 1. So here you have to take that, what is the range of cos inverse of x? That is 0 to pi. So in that interval, for what angle it should be minus 1 plus pi. It should be equals to plus pi. So here you should write that cos inverse of minus 1 value will take as that pi. So this is the simplified value of f of x. Now you coming to that fundamental. Tan inverse of x. Tan inverse of x range will be, what is the tan inverse of x range? This value will be minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This is the range of tan inverse of x. And now in the above step, 3 tan inverse x minus pi by 2. So 3 tan inverse x means multiply with 3 minus 3 pi by 2 is less than 3 into tan inverse of x. 3 into tan inverse of x is less than 3 pi by 2, right? And next minus pi by 2 is there. Here you observe this one. Here this is that 3 tan inverse of x minus pi by 2. So now here you should get that 3 tan inverse x minus pi by 2. How will you get that value? Subtracting with pi by 2. Then it becomes that minus 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is less than 3 tan inverse of x minus pi by 2. Pi by 2 is less than 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2. Now calculating this value, you will get minus 4 pi by 2 is that minus 2 pi is less than 3 tan inverse of x, 3 tan inverse of x minus pi by 2 is less than 2 pi by 2 is nothing but pi. So here 3 tan inverse of x minus pi by 2 lies between minus 2 pi to plus pi. Now if you take the modulus, when you take modulus, it becomes that it is that only positive value, and minus 2 pi is becomes that plus 2 pi. So here this one is after you take modulus, then it becomes that 0 less than or equals to modulus of this one will be modulus of 3 tan inverse of x minus pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is less than or equals to 2 pi. So this point is very important. So please all of you observe this one is very clearly. So here that after you take the modulus, 3 tan inverse of x minus pi by 2 will be lies between 0 to 2 pi. Now after that, by observing that f of x, so additionally you have that minus pi is there. So subtracting with the pi on both sides, subtracting with the pi on both sides. If you subtract this one with the pi, now it becomes that 0 minus pi is less than or equals to modulus of 3 tan inverse of x minus pi by 2 minus pi is less than or equals to 2 pi minus pi. That's what I am doing here. I am subtracting with pi throughout the interval. So the left hand side value will becomes that minus pi, okay, is less than or equals to modulus of 3 into tan inverse of x minus pi by 2 minus pi is less than or equals to less than, this one will be less than, it will be less than. Here you have to be only you take that less than, this value will be less than. So less than, this one is that pi, less than pi. So now here this part will be nothing but it is that f of x value, this is that f of x, this one is that f of x. So simply you can write that therefore minus pi less than or equals to minus pi less than or equals to f of x is less than or equal less than pi, less than pi. Okay, so what is the meaning of this one? So this is the minimum value, this left hand side value is a minimum value. Okay, so and the right side value is that what? Maximum value. But here pi will not be included in this one. So therefore what is that range of this one? Therefore range is equals to range of the given function is equals to left closed interval minus pi comma plus pi. So left closed interval means right is the open. So therefore range of the given function will be, range of the given function will be, what is that value? Left closed interval minus pi comma plus pi. This is a final result. Now in the same concept we will discuss that one more question, right? That will be nothing but, see, range of f of x is equals to cos inverse of x plus cot inverse of x. So now range is what we discussed about that range definition. Range is nothing but output value. So similarly, what is the meaning of domain? Domain is the input value. So here x values will be the domain. So what is the domain of cos inverse of x and cot inverse of x? So now you see this one. Here what is the domain of this one? Cos inverse of x domain will be closed interval -1 to +1. Okay, what is that domain of the cot inverse of x? Cot inverse of x domain will be nothing but this one is that r. Cot inverse of x domain is nothing but r. Now in this, what is that intersection of these two domains? Intersection of these two will be closed interval -1 comma 1. -1 comma 1. So I hope everyone is clear this point. After this one you have to do this problem in that two methods. One is that differentiation method and other one is the directly you can find out that value. So after you find the domain, those values if you substitute in the given function, the smallest output is the minimum and the highest output is the maximum. Otherwise you can do that by that differentiation method. So first, what is the derivative of the function f of x? F dash of x is equals to, this value will be cos inverse x derivative -1 by root of 1 minus x square, 1 minus x square, minus cot inverse x derivative is minus, plus into minus, minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay, so in this one, by substitute that any value in this interval. So here what is that domain of the function f of x? This is the total domain of f of x. You have to check that is this increasing function or decreasing function. So I will take that one number in that interval. Put x is equals to 0. Put x is equals to 0. Now for our convenience you can take any value, but you see here very careful. After you substitute this value, f dash of 0, what is this value? -1 minus 1, that will be equals to -2. It is the less than 0. You know, for any value, by substitute in the derivative, if it gives a negative, then that means it indicates that f of x is a decreasing function. Why? We know that already in differentiation, that in increasing and decreasing or monotonic functions, you know the concept of increasing and decreasing. See here, I will tell you once again. Here you remember this one. This value will be, we know that if f dash of x is greater than 0, then f of x is increasing. Then f of x is increasing. Upward symbol means increasing. This is the increasing. Okay, so similarly, if f dash of x is less than 0, then f of x is decreasing means downward arrow mark. This one is the decreasing. So if the function is increasing or decreasing, so after that in a certain interval, how to find the range? See, here I will tell you that a formula is clearly if f of x is increasing in f of x is increasing in a closed interval a comma b. F of x is increasing in closed interval a comma b. So what is the range of this function? Then range of f is equals to closed interval f of a comma f of b. Closed interval f of a comma f of b. And similarly, if f of x is decreasing in closed interval a comma b, then range of f is equals to, what is that value? That value will be equals to f of b comma f of a closed interval. So this is a basic concept in that monotonic functions. Okay, according to this one, here you can observe this one will be, here f dash of x will be, this one will be less than 0. So less than 0 means therefore f of x is decreasing in closed interval a minus 1 comma plus 1. What is the meaning of minus 1 comma plus 1? This one will be nothing but a common domain of the function f of x. Therefore, so what is that range? Range will be equals to f of closed interval f of 1 comma f of minus 1. So you have to find that f of minus 1. So what is that f of minus 1? That will be put in f of x is equals to minus 1. Cos inverse of minus 1 plus this one is the cot inverse of minus 1. So this one will be gives, this is nothing but pi. This value is that of pi plus here this one is that cot inverse of minus 1. Cot inverse of minus 1 value, you can write that 3 pi by 4. So totally this value will be equals to 7 pi by 4. Okay, clear? Now in the same way, f of 1 is equals to, what is that f of 1 value? That will be cos inverse of 1 plus cot inverse of 1. You know, cos inverse of 1 value, this one will be 0 plus cot inverse of 1 is equals to pi by 4. So now here, what is that range of the function? Therefore, range is equals to, range of f is equals to closed interval f of 1 comma f of minus 1. So how you can write this one? By using this concept, monotonic function concept. What is that f of one value? That is the pi by 4. F of one value is that pi by 4. So this is a closed interval pi by 4 comma 7 pi by 4. F of minus 1 value is the 7 pi by 4. So here the range of the given function will be pi by 4 comma 7 pi by 4. I hope that everybody is clear this question. Okay, so now in the same model we will be discuss that one more question. So what is that question? So this one is that sine inverse of x whole square plus sine inverse of y whole square plus sine inverse of z whole square. It is that very easy question, and see very clearly. We know that sine inverse of x value will be lies between minus pi by 2 to, this one is sine inverse of x value, this one is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, I think everybody knows this is the fundamental. Now to find that minimum value, of the given function. So what is that minimum value given function? Sine inverse of x whole square plus sine inverse of y whole square plus sine inverse of z whole square is equals to 3 pi square by 4. So now here to find the minimum value of x plus y plus z means you have to take that sine inverse x minimum value only. So here you have to take this one. Sine inverse x minimum value is the how much? Minus pi by 2. Then x is equals to sine of minus pi by 2. So therefore x value is equals to, this is at minus 1. Same sine inverse y also minus pi by 2, and sine inverse of z is also will be minus pi by 2. So you can take that x value is minus 1, y value is minus 1, and z value is also minus 1. So therefore minimum value of x plus y plus z, minimum value of x plus y plus z is equals to minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 is equals to minus 3. Now in the same way someone will be raise that the doubt, sir, how you can be find the maximum value? Okay, very simple. Sine inverse of x maximum value is that what? Pi by 2. So then x is equals to what is that value? Sine pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is the 1. Same, x is equals to sine pi by 2 means 1. X is equals to 1, y is equals to 1, z is equals to 1. We can get the maximum value. So here I will write it similarly, if x is equals to y is equals to z is equals to plus 1 comma, then we get maximum value. So what is that maximum value of this one? Therefore maximum value of x plus y plus z is equals to how much that value? 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is equals to 3. So here you can observe that one thing, that is equals to how to find the maximum and how to find the minimum value. Okay, so if you know the maximum and the minimum value, obviously you can write that range of the function. So now What is that a range formula? Now range is equals to, range of range of x plus y plus z is equals to, what is the value? Closed interval minimum value minus 3 comma maximum value is at plus 3. So this is the range. Now the same question in that various ways you can observe in the examination, that is number of integral values of range of the range of x plus y plus z. So number of integral values means what are the integers from minus 3 to plus 3. Just by counting you can find the required number of integers. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If you like, please share and subscribe the channel.